You don't know them, man. You don't know them, that's why they're not doing it.
You don't tax someone out of Boulevard, so right at cheese factory. When anybody aware of any of them happenings, them say the union weeded. I don't know, weeded or run on the road, I don't know. Not weeded, I know run on this road. Ja.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Thankful Thursday, that's what it is called. No matter how bad your life seems, there are millions of people who have it 10 times worse than you. So thank God for all the blessings, big and small. Wagwan, my people, hope everybody doing okay, hope everybody doing all right. Always believe that something wonderful is going to happen, even with all the ups and downs. Never take a day for granted. Cherish the little things and hug the ones you love. Always remember that, you understand? Let me tell you something now, people. The man them down a town do it again. I say, people, one barrel come. And so when we go so boom, I walk with the barrel. Guess what we say? Cut off foot jeans and Air Force. Yeah, man, cut off foot jeans and Air Force. But you don't think of that alone? You don't think of that alone? Come like you don't know how town man got to work. A body in that. You understand? Anyway, now, people, we just start the news right so. Let me tell you what going for that. The Chilhowee Police Division recorded its first fatality since the start of the year after a female passenger died as a result of injuries she sustained during an accident on the Copper Spain Main Road in the parish on Wednesday afternoon. The identity of the deceased has not yet been ascertained. The police confirmed the accident to our news team but could not provide any other details. I remember going to say last year, I thought 31 people dead right down at Chilhowee, right down there. So anyway, now people watch her go on. A St. James woman accused of assaulting her landlord when she was asked to pay her rent result in the loss of the landlord's pregnancy is scheduled to return to court on April 19 when the cross case will be heard. Yes, people. Jamelia Studart appeared in the St. James Parish Court before presiding judge Justice Sasha Marie Smith-Ashley, charged with assault located with bodily harm and unlawful wounding. According to the allegation presented to the court on February 20, the complainant, who is Studart's landlord, went to a shop located on Strand Street in the parish. The complainant allegedly approached Studart and inquired about the unpaid rent, and Studart advised the complainant to leave the shop and that she would not pay the rent. About people thinking of people. Studart then allegedly approached the complainant and slapped her on her hand before pushing her to the floor. It is alleged that Studart then got on top of the complainant and used a piece of metal to hit her all over the body, causing wound. To the amount of coughing she get to the piece of pipe and me know not gonna ask me one question. My view, I wonder if it did a bleed. Yeah, man, it did a bleed. And that them tell me. The complainant, who was pregnant at the time, later lost the child, the court was told. In her defense, Studart told the court that the complainant first attacked her with an ice pick. A summon for the alleged threat made by the complainant was also supported to be served on her, but the summons had not yet been prepared, the court was informed. Judge Smith-Ashley then scheduled the matter to mention on April 19 for the court to receive further medical certificates as well as a cross case to be placed before the court. As soon as me get more information on that, me I go tell you no. But hold on, man, people. Me still in a St. James. One only thing I go on a St. James. This man me tell this me in a Westmoreland. Me in Westmoreland for long. Watch me there St. James so long now. A St. James man was accused of assaulting his wife and damaging her plate was given a new court date after mediation failed. Vincent Carr appeared before St. James Parish Court on Wednesday, charged with assault, occasional bodily harm, and malicious destruction of property. The court heard that on February 27, the couple was at home when they got into an argument. During the dispute, Carr allegedly grabbed the complainant by her blouse and dragged her out of the house, causing her to bang her head against a metal grill and injuring her feet. Carr is also accused of kicking 2 boxes of plate belonging to the complainant, causing damage to them. Hold on a bit there now. Who never married and say, what is yours is also mine. What is mine is also yours. So all of a sudden the plate that belongs to you alone. That is what me you want to know. You know what, people? Make I move on from this and I'll go to some next news on St. James here, man. A man was shot and injured in a drive-by shooting at George's Avenue in Mount Salem, St. James. The wounded man has since been admitted in hospital. The police said no motive has been established for the shooting. It's reported about 8:15 p.m. The now injured man and other person were standing along the roadway when a motor car drove up. The occupants of the vehicle then opened gunfire at them. It was later discovered that the man was shot after he was found suffering from what appears to be a gunshot wound to his foot. He was assisted to the hospital where he was admitted. Yes, people in stable condition. Anyway, that's a wagwan right there. So hold on there now. All this crosses gal are still alive. That is exactly what I'm saying. How is it that this crosses gal are still alive? You want to know who me attack? You want to know who me attack? Me attack little Gabriel mother. You understand? Remember good for who don't know. The little germs tell the police them say, man, hold her up and take away her car. Carry her car, go up road and kill her son. You understand? And then we if you believe that. Eh? But yet say the police them say, we need access to your phone. You don't want to give them access to your phone. You don't go to Canada and hide. You have to understand. Why is it that the police them make this across and leave the island? Eh? Slap, she forget, slap. Anyway, you want go now.
We are in a position to arrest the mother if and when she's seen for breaching the court order. Our team also looked at the comment by her that there are cases where we could access information from the phone through the telecommunication provider. Legal counsel might well be advised that those are case studies which relate to different circumstances, not so much WhatsApp and those encrypted data. There is no further things that has been provided by investigators. They have advised that based on where they're at now, they would need access to the instrument that was taken from his mother. As it is right now, the operations, the investigations has somehow reached a point where I would consider it standstill until we can access. But the legal team is still looking at options.
Me say people it break my heart, because you know how much people out there, God never bless them home if you have a pity and them want a pity and can't get a pity. And this a look all germs I get one. And then come and tell people about man hold her up and take away car and do this and do that and kill a local youth. Why is it that they never slap for you and left for youth, eh? I feel like someone can trick people, don't it? And then the big idiot police them make you get to it and go to Canada. You need to send for you and need to send for you understand? Need to send fear and fun off our head. Right, that's how we want it start. Anyway, now people watch Wagwan. Remember me telling you that I not keep nothing from money in the news, you understand? But we need answers. But I look a prison thing for real still, you understand? I look a prison thing, we need answers, but
a worrying development is this plan we've been hearing a bit about to develop a for-profit prison in Jamaica and to use taxpayers' money to facilitate it. Very little has been disclosed to the public about this plan, other than the government announcing that they've identified 300 acres of land in St. Catherine for a new purpose-built correctional facility via a public-private partnership. And from this public-private partnership, necessarily there has to be a return on investment for the private investors. That's why I say for profit, Prime Minister.
There is no plan or any articulation of any prison for profit, right, to be built, right? With what you have implied, absolutely none. It's misleading the House. You're misleading the House.
The point that the leader of the opposition raised to suggest that the government is going to build a prison for profit, which are the words he uttered, is dangerous and misleading and ought to be corrected immediately. The government has never contemplated that. It has never been thought of. It is in no policy of the government.
We would ask that the Prime Minister use the earliest possible opportunity to clarify the nature of this public-private partnership in relation to the building of a prison. And in particular, how the private element in that partnership will receive a return on investment, which is normally called a profit. But I am not saying that this is a for-profit prison. It's a private-public model. We want to understand how that works.
When you find out how it works, come back, come tell me so I can inform the nation, you understand? But people, me tell you something. We don't really know all the heap of things, but we know this. Any form of investment me make, me need back a return. You understand? Me need back a return. Anyway, now watch your one power one. Who and all the pass it now one makes the rain fall here, there, and everywhere. But that not stop people from getting to the point, you understand? Yeah, man, right out of Boulevard, the man themselves for one taxi driver. Don't worry yourself. Me have a picture. And if you're in the group, you'll see your picture already. Yeah, you'll see that picture there already. I have the picture too, and the youth of them stuff in the barrel. So all who not get to see that yet, forward in the group and come look at it. Air Force and cut off foot jeans, and them stuff him right down in the barrel. Dead. Me say, people, that the style they start back. Right in the West Kingston, that happen.
We don't know. We can't go in there and pull it.
The audio, you know, send me have the video. And me have another look of video to you know, people. Listen what I want right now. Me always tell you no, angle or no bangle no self. Because there is no way this man have to go up at the police station. They say go report this a boy, and this a boy still left on the road and walk up and down. See it there now? Tabup kill him. Me now stop telling people them for angle and bangle themselves because the police is of no use. So what I said, I mean what I said. And you know me already. Me, now take you back.
Must one boy, Missy Run guy. It's frightening.